Hi and welcome to the Pole Shift News. Guys, the first 6 are virtually almost finished and ready to go out. We're just waiting for battery carriers. This was one of the things that was worrying me about these, because they're going to different parts of the world and people's voltages in different regions are different. You get 110 volts, you get 240 volts, and you get things in between that as well, and at different hertz. So I thought the simplest method would be drop a battery carrier on the side of these magnetometers and put a 9-volt battery on there, which is more than sufficient to run the breakout boards which are in them. So, they're not looking too bad. We slightly changed the LED position from the original one. What we've done is also, as you can see now, there's these button extensions standing up proud of the computer boards, and the reason for that is 2 reasons. I haven't glued these onto the buttons so that they stay there permanently, and the reason why I've done that is a little bit forward thinking. I didn't want people to leave these buttons exposed so that they could be knocked accidentally and reset the breakout board. So what is the process then of having these extended buttons? So you switch it all on, you press reset, and it starts to record onto the SD cards, which are, I don't know if I can get it to just in here, so I'll just pull one out so you can see it. So you put the SD card back in, you press the reset button, and then it begins to record onto the SD card. And every time you collect data, you format after you've sent it to me, you format the SD card, and then you put the SD card back into the magnetometer, you press reset, and then remove the extension button. And then nothing can knock it or interfere with it until you're ready to get some more. So, all it is a bit of plastic I've cut up so that we can, reset it once the SD card goes back into them. But guys, I think we've done really well. Look at what we've achieved on the budget that we had. It's been a very small budget. There is some costs to come in sending these out. I mean, 2 of them have got to go to America. 2 of them have either got to go to South Russia, North China, and 2's got to go to Australia. I've ordered the same parts to manufacture another 4 of these, and 2 will go to, hopefully, or one of them will go to somewhere in the Falkland Islands, and 1 somewhere else. But we're going to have a couple of backups as well. So, there's a little bit of expense still to shed out on this, and I've got to say this, guys, it hasn't been cheap to build these 4 to start with. I mean, there's been a lot more than what you actually have saw. It's not just a breakout board and a shield and a memory card. It's all the little things like the shrink wrap for the LEDs themselves, the resistors, and other little tiny things. All these little things mount up, and it was a good job I had most of the stuff in any case from building the Trimag. But there's also the programming. I mean, can you imagine if you went to some organisation and asked them to build these for you, a manufacturer? They'd say, first of all, we need to have tooling made to make the cases. Okay, yeah, it would have all come out a lot better looking than what we've got, but I don't think they're bad, and they're certainly going to do the job. But you'd have had to pay tooling costs, you'd have had to pay somebody to write the program, someone to design the electronics, what else? They'd have had to have been tested, developed, and it would have been really time consuming. You could never have put this together in the short space of time with what we have done. And the reason for that is we've been lucky. I've been brave enough to just have a go. And, I always say this, if you think you can't, you're not going to succeed. If you think you can, then you've got half a chance. And it's only through having really the balls to try it and do it that we've got so far as what we have. And we've done well, like I say, on the budget we've had. We've done really well. we've got the magnetometers virtually built. We're just waiting for the battery carriers and the batteries, which will arrive anytime from the 7th to the 15th of March. The new magnetometers for 2 of these, that's missing. I've had to put X's on the side of these. They're all programmed and built inside. All we need to do is slip the magnetometer chip over the plug that's in there, and they're ready to go. But 4 of these are ready to go right now. And if you're prepared to have these, and you live in Central Australia, Far East and Far West, then get in touch with me. Just say, yeah, I'm interested, and I'll reply to your comment in the comment section below. We still need someone in Los Angeles. We've already selected someone for Virginia. Brad, you know who you are. And I think our hardest ones to place are going to be west and east of South Russia or North China, west and east again. If we can't, then we're going to have to try other countries neighbouring those regions, and that will just have to be the way it is. But I'm hoping that we don't delay any longer than what we have to, and I'm hoping we've got some data coming back, or at least test data coming back by the end of this month. Like I say, these were built pretty quick, and the reason was so we collect data as fast as we can. I'm going to change a lot about the program and the actual design over the coming year, because I want these so that when they arrive they don't need to be calibrated, they'll self-calibrate themselves, and the data that they collect will be streamed live up to the internet. So somebody's got a router in the house which is already connected to the internet, the data will just be streamed up to it. Every 15 minutes it will collect a certain amount of data over a certain amount of 15 minutes, and then it will send it all in one go up to the internet, and it will graph it there and then. And we'll also have something where we can archive it as well, so we're not just looking at live data over 24 hours, we're actually archiving it as well, so you can go back as long as you want and over a period of time as you want. But yeah guys, I'm pretty happy where we are, and pat yourselves on the backs, you guys that have been supporting this. I did notice on Patreon that we lost on cashing out on Patreon, we lost about 18 people for some reason. And I just want to say, bear with me guys on Patreon. There is something special coming for you guys, and you guys that have been supporting me on PayPal. I've not forgot you. It's just that I want to get this finished. I want to finish off, once we've got these out and they're collecting data, I want to finish off that cloud chamber that we've got on the back burner. And there's another project, and it's going to involve all you people that have supported this channel. And I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I don't want no one else to do it before I do. But it's something really special for you guys. And I know if I mention it, you're going to you'd probably say, drop this, don't bother with the magnetometers, Gene, just build this because we want this now. It's probably going to take a couple of months. I'm going to announce what it's all about once we've got these out of the way. Let's get this project done. Let's finish off the cloud generator, so that for those of you that don't know what the cloud generator is, we've had a project ongoing now for about 8 months. We've tried air cooling it to get the temperatures down to about -27, which is ideal for vaporizing alcohol, so we can see cosmic radiation coming through the chamber. I can set up like a camera that takes a photo or a section of video over a small period of time, or we can just take out, after a 24-hour recording of that video over the cloud chamber, we can take out that section that we want and see the cosmic rays flying through it and the different variations of cosmic rays. We can identify them. That's a good thing about that. But more importantly, if cosmic rays, as we know, are in the increase, then we should start seeing more activity through the cloud generator, and it's just a visible way of seeing that, as opposed to just getting a Geiger counter and counting the background radiation. I think it's more interesting doing it that way. But after we've got that finished, and we're nearly there with that as well, it's just a case of getting some radiators, and we've got the water blocks, we've got it all ready to go, we've got the peltiers and everything else, and I know it's going to go down to more than minus 27 degrees so that we get the alcohol vapour. But once we've got that out of the way, there's a special project coming along, a real special project, and I know that everyone's going to be really interested in that. And this is where, you know, you guys on Patreon and you guys on PayPal have supported me. Are going to get a little thing. Well, it's not really a little thing, it's a massive thing back in return for what you've done, as you know, for supporting us. You guys are going to be the first ones that get to have this special thing. So, you know, trust me, it is something completely out of this world, and that's the only clue I'm going to give you. So, you know, if you want to support, I'm going to end this video here because it's running on a little bit, guys. If you want to support us, the link's down there, and you can become one of those people that's going to get something back. And, you know, also, you know, for you guys that left Patreon yesterday, come back, because you know, you have got a reward waiting for you. You just have to be a little bit patient. Let's get this out so that we can start collecting the data. Let's get that cloud generator finished, and then let's get on with this next project, which I'll announce probably in a couple of months' time after we start getting the data, because this is the priority at the moment, guys. So I'm going to leave it here and wish you the best for this weekend with you and your loved ones, and I'll say what I usually do. Guys, links down there if you want to support us, and as always, bye for now.